Hello students, in today's class we will derive the expression for the magnitude and direction of the resultant of two vectors acting at a point. So let us consider this diagram, that is, let two vector P and Q be acting at a point O and makes an angle theta, and these are represented with an adjacent side OB and OA of this parallelogram. Next, this OC is the diagonal of the parallelogram, which is the resultant of this two vector P and Q. Now we will draw a perpendicular line CD. And we will proceed this line OA. We'll mark it as D. So now from the right angle triangle, that is ODC. Where is ODC? ODC. So this is the right angle triangle. So OC square, Pythagoras theorem, OC square is equal to OD square plus DC square. Okay. So this OD can be written as OA plus AD. So OA plus AD, the whole square plus DC square. So we'll solve this. OA square plus 2 OA AD plus AD square plus DC square. So we'll consider this as equation 1. Next, from the right angle triangle, ADC, this triangle, we'll write the sine theta. What is sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. That is, this is the opposite. So this is the theta we have to consider. So this is the opposite. So that is DC divided by AC. So DC is equal to AC sine theta. We'll consider this as equation 2. Next, we'll talk about cos theta. Similarly, cos theta, what happens? AD by adjacent by hypotenuse. AD by again AC. So what is AD? AC cos theta. So we'll consider this as equation 3. Next, substituting this DC and AD in equation 1, what happens? So OC square, so equation OC square is equal to OA square plus AC square into cos square theta, that is AD, plus 2 OA AC cos theta, again AD, plus AC square sine square theta. Now what is OC square in the diagram? R square is equal to OA square is P square plus Q square cos square theta plus 2 OA is again P, AC is q cos theta plus AC is q square sin square theta. Next, r square is equal to p square plus, see here, we'll take q square common, q square into sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2pq cos theta. So we'll write it here. Again, r square is equal to p square plus q square. What is sin square theta plus cos square theta? Which is 1. So plus 2pq cos theta. So r is equal to square root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So this is the equation 4. So this equation 4 gives the magnitude of the resultant, that is resultant R. Next, we will talk about the direction. Direction of the resultant, because what we have to derive here, first we have to derive the magnitude and the direction for this resultant R. Okay, for this direction, this parallelogram, diagonal of the parallelogram OC makes an angle alpha. Let's take it as alpha. So tan alpha is equal to, what is the tan alpha here? For this right angle triangle, opposite by DC by OD. So DC divided by what we can write this OD? This OD we can write it as, this is the adjacent side, opposite by adjacent, tan alpha. DC is equal to OA plus AD. OD can be written as OA plus AD. So tan alpha again. So what is DC? DC is AC sin theta. What is AC? AC is Q in the diagram. So these are the equal line. So DC is nothing but AC. AC is the Q. So Q sin theta divided by, what is OA? OA is P. P plus, so next AD. So what is AD? AC cos theta. See here equation 3, AC cos theta. So AD, AC is what? AC is again Q. So that is cos theta, or else you can write it as alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. So this is the equation 5. So equation 4 represents the magnitude, and this equation 5 gives the direction of the resultant. If you did not understand, I'll repeat it once again. So we are deriving the expression for the magnitude and the direction of the resultant of the two vectors acting at a point O. Okay, see here, this is the point O. These are the two vectors, that is P and Q, and this two vectors resultant is this diagonal R. So for the derivation, we will draw a perpendicular line here to produce OC and we'll mark this as D. Now from right angle triangle ODC, so this is the right angle triangle. So we'll apply the Pythagoras theorem. OC square is equal to OD square plus DC square. Next, we can write this OD square as OA plus AD square. Then plus DC square as it is. Next, bracket multiplication A plus B whole square, that is OA square plus 2 OA plus OAAD plus AD square plus DC square. Now again we'll mark this as equation 1. Now from right angled triangle ADC, here ADC, what is sine theta? That is opposite by hypotenuse, that is DC by AC. So DC can be written as AC sine theta. Next, cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is AD by AC. AD by AC. So what is, we can write AD is equal to AC cos theta. Next, we got DC and AD. We have to substitute in this equation, first equation, that is OC square is equal to OA square plus AC square. What is this? Cos square theta. Cos square theta plus 2 OA AC cos theta plus AC square sin square theta. Next, what is OC square? R square, which is equal to OA square is P square plus AC square is Q square. Cos square theta. This is also Q, don't get confused. And this is P. So these are equal in the parallelogram. Okay. Plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square sin square theta. So R square is equal to P square plus Q square. In the bracket of, we'll take Q square common, that is sin square plus cos square theta plus 2PQ cos theta. This is 2PQ cos theta. Next, P square is equal to, R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus, what is sin square plus cos square is equal to 1 plus 2PQ cos theta. Next, R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So this gives the, equation 4 gives the magnitude of this resultant. Next we'll talk about the direction. So for direction, we will take this alpha in the diagram, that is tan alpha is equal to DC by opposite by adjacent, OD, which is equal to DC. We can write this OD as OA plus AD. So tan alpha is equal to, what is DC? We already know AC is sin theta. So what is AC? AC is Q sin theta, whole divided by, what is OA? OA is P plus AD. Again, what is AD? Here AD, AC cos theta. So what is AC? Q cos theta. So we can write it as tan alpha. Alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. So this is the equation 5, and which gives the direction of the resultant. Try to derive this according to the video what I have solved. You will be able to understand.